Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to UFC 3 Beta, where we have waited so long to get it. It's finally here, and I'm just going to run through all of the fighters that we can play with in the lightweight division, their stats, their abilities, what changed, what hasn't changed. So let's take a look. IAQUINTA is first. Basically the same. It looks nicer. It looks, I like the menu. I like how it looks, the stats and stuff like that. As we can see here, Al has good striking speed. He's got good power. We're not going to spend too much time on each guy. As you can see, head movement is a stat now, which is different. It's a little bit different. Switching stance is a stat. So I'm interested to see how that one's going to play out and what that one is going to do. By switching stance, is that your speed of stance or how well you do in the opposite footwork? I'm confused. I want to see how that's going to happen. The grappling is basically the same. You have clinch throws, grappling, takedowns, takedown defense, basically the same stuff. Stamina, you do have a grappling stamina on this one. You have striking and grappling, so that's interesting. He's balanced. So I'm wondering, I want to see if there's a fighter who has low 70s grappling, but he can throw strikes for days, like Clay Guida or something, who has like 90 plus stamina on striking. So I'm really interested to see who that's going to happen to be with. Now we have the chin, body, leg, toughness, heart. Heart is going to determine how well you can get up, or how, I think toughness is if you're rocked, how well you bounce back, and heart is if you get knocked down, how much does that fighter want to keep going. You have, the regular fighter perks, heavy hands, increased power attribute by +2. So let's go to the next one, which is Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee, I'm excited to use Kevin Lee. He's got good striking. I'm not going to spend too much time on these guys. Switching stance. See, his is an 80. So I'm guessing he doesn't switch stances very often in real life. So he didn't give him that much. His submission offense is a 95. That's huge. Takedowns is a 95. He's a wrestler. He's going to ground and pound. Oh, man, I'm excited to use this guy. His heart's a 90. He's got Nightmare. Increased submission offense attribute by +3 in a top submission. That's a new one. Wrestling Clinic. That's another fighter perk. Ground and pound level 2 stay the same. We got Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, look at them stats. His accuracy is a 98. His head movement a 98. That's crazy. Submissions is where it should be. Offense is an 80. Where is his top game? Is a 90 still. I wish that was a little bit lower. Like an 87, 88 is what I wish his top game was, but it's not. Look at his grappling stamina. 86. That's impressive. This is lightweight. It's not featherweight, so stats will change a little bit. His heart is high. His toughness is high. Look at that. Laser focus improves accuracy by +3 punches when opponents wobbled. Ground and pound, heavy hands, fluidity, and counter puncher. Next we have Habib, the Eagle. He's got slow striking speed compared to Conor McGregor. Way slower. Accuracy's not the same. Footwork, his switching stance is an 80. Clinch throws is massive. He's a takedown and clinch machine. I'm happy to see his takedown defense really high, and his bottom game is really well. Last game it was 70, so I'm really excited to see that better. Stamina, endurance, grappling, stamina, all that's there. Very good. You could grapple all fight long for 5 rounds with Habib, like you should be able to. Wrestling Clinic, Workhorse, Slam Boost. That's just name change for like Sambo Clinch. Next we have Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis has good striking speed, good power. Head movement, his switching stance is a 95, so I'm guessing that's his fluidity, his movement. He can switch stances and attack from different angles very easy. Good submission offense, top gains at 87, not bad. Striking speed, stamina, endurance, pretty well. He's a very good choice, very good pick. His fighter perks are Headhunter from those head kicks off the back, so his submission attributes is +2 from the bottom submission. And El Guapo for the -3 for roundhouse body kicks. It decreases body attribute by -3. So those body kicks are going to do a lot of damage with Anthony Pettis. Dustin Poirier. There's his stats. He's a solid guy. I'm liking the stats. And the one thing I like a lot is there are no overalls. If you guys haven't noticed, there's no ratings. Like Tony Ferguson, look at him. He's got striking, grappling, stamina, and health. But he doesn't have an overall. When they didn't put an overall in here, what that did is that made them be able to balance the game a lot more. I mean, yes, you have stats for every aspect, But you don't have to say, well, this guy's the champ. We have to make him a 98 overall. We have to. That's not how it works. So really excited about that. You know, parries are gone. He has Game Changer. Look at Eddie Alvarez and Weathering Storms. Level 4, that's huge. We're going to keep going to Edson Barboza as I talk to you. But yes, in the old game, you know, say my favorite one to use is Mousasi. Mousasi is a fast boxer. I know he's with Bellator now, but he's a fast boxer. Well, since the game, his rating had to be so low because he wasn't a champion, they had to make his boxing speed a lot slower. And by doing this, it just wasn't as realistic as I wish it would have been. Now, moving on to Michael Chiesa. Now that he could be in this game with a faster punch speed. You could give him his speed that he deserves, and still you wouldn't have to worry about the overall being that low. Top game's a 95 for Chiesa. Very, very nice. Very good. Solid, man. Off the back, submission, guard specialist. Ooh, guard specialist and off the back. He's going to be a nasty guy. Somebody takes you down, just welcome it. Oh, we got Darius here, a.k.a. Benny. Striking speed. He's a you know, decent guy. But you can tell how the stats kind of balance. Like, this guy has all 88s in his... he had all 88s in his health. 85 for chin. So his chin's low, but you can still work around that. And it seems like it's a lot more... It seems like it's more balanced to me, to be honest. I mean, look at that. He's got all 90s. We'll run through these stats fairly quickly. Heavy hands, crazy legs, fluidity. Oh, man. Nate Diaz. Everybody's Stockton favorite, man. Look at that. Striking speed works really well. Footwork. His switchy stance is pretty high. I want to see his chin. His bottom game's in 97. Beautiful. That's what it should be. 97 striking stamina. Almost perfect. That's just wonderful. Dude, that is perfect because he can strike for days in real life. Chin's a 96. Leg strength is terrible. It's an 80, but that's how it should be. He's got marathoner, body snatcher, guard specialist, high altitude, and weathering storms. Got Evan Dunham here. Evan Dunham, up-and-coming guy. He's got all 80s. Not bad. You know, he's going to be a decent guy. Somebody, us pro players who want to use other fighters, we're going to be able to use Evan and compete with the top guys in this game. Paul Felder. I love Paul Felder. He had smooth boxing. His clinch grappling is pretty high. Bottom game is a little scary at an 80. And the way this game's been shaping up, it's a lot like the old game. And with striking being so like diverse and unique and revamped, they had to make the ground game better as well. And by doing so, people are going to say it's OP. They're going to say submissions are OP. But it's not a boxing game. It's not K1, okay? It's meant to be an MMA game, and you cannot boost up striking and then... Did I go all the way around? I went all the way around. So we're back at IAQUINTA. You cannot boost up striking and then leave the ground alone, because then you'll be like Madden. And Madden seems to flip-flop every year. They either have an awesome offense and the defense struggles because they haven't done anything to it. The next year, they beef up the defense. Then you can barely score a point because they didn't touch the offense. So I don't mind. I do not mind at all the way that they've done this so far. I don't know about the one-gate submissions. One-gate submissions are going to make a lot of people really mad. I did an armbar with Anthony Pettis, and that armbar tapped the dude out in one gate. Now that is super easy for guys who are really good at submissions. I mean, one gate, that's just nightmare. So I'm wondering if they're going to change that or not. It's still a long ways until the game comes out. But there you have the lightweight division. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is the Panda coming at you. I changed my name from the Gamer205 to Panda because I love pandas. That's what's up. So thank you guys for watching. And if you're new to the channel, you want to be my friend, you want to hang out with us on live streams, all you got to do is hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to stream this for you next time.